Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of HRD 631, The Adult Learner. We are now in week number 4. Congratulations on making it this far in the course. I want to thank everybody for the discussions that we had last week. If you are a little behind, and I know a few people are, please take the opportunity to get caught up. Especially with the discussion post, I really appreciate it, and it will pay dividends as we move forward in the course. So thank you for doing that. So in week number 4, we dive into the world of traditional learning theories, and there are some in the class that, excuse me, have probably taken courses on traditional learning theories and/or they utilize traditional learning theories in their actual practice. You might be an 8th grade teacher teaching math. You might be already very familiar with these, but not everybody is in this class. So we digress a little bit in that we're going to be looking the first thing at traditional learning theories. Next week we get into the adult learning theories, which build on many aspects of traditional learning theories. So I'll go through quickly what I'd like you to do to this week, the specifics. Week number 4, you're watching the video already. We start looking at these 5 different orientations, all the way from behaviorist, humanist, social cognitive, constructivist, and I don't want to taint you with which one of these I believe ties mostly or the closest to adult learning theories and teaching adults, but I do certainly have a preference, and we'll be discussing that in the actual discussion post this week. So let me get right to it. What I'd like you to do, first of all, here's the summary. Traditional learning theories. I'd like you to read the attached PDF. We're going to be looking at traditional learning theories. I'll get into the specifics of those. We'll also be looking at adult development. And we stop in with adult development. We spend a little more time on adult development later on in the class because it's such an important topic. And as time goes on for me, I think where somebody is in kind of the stages of adult development really has implications on adult learning. How are they doing? Kind of what's going on in their life at the time when they are learning. So I'd like you to read the chapter 12. I'd also like you to read the transition, the electronic reserve articles. There's a PowerPoint, put that together, and then I have videos. One on learning theory, behaviorism, constructivism, and then an overview of theories of learning. This, all 3 of these are great. You don't have to watch these, but I try to add different methods, different styles. We have a wide range of learning styles in our class, and so I offer different approaches. So somebody that is visually oriented, and or they like to listen to things, then the videos work for them, the PowerPoints, etc. So what specifically I'd like you to do, you continue developing and formulating ideas on your learning autobiography. This is not an active thing you have to do this week. Start articulating the question for your project. So once again, this isn't due this week. It will be done next week or due next week. I'll have some more information on that. But really, this question, and it's what it has to do with, it's what are you interested in studying through this project? Studying, you put together an annotated bibliography, you put together the learning organizer. That's the first part. You submit that to me. I provide comments. And then you will be presenting to our class, not live, but in a format that works for you and works for the class. It could be a video, it could be a PowerPoint. I'll have more information on that coming up. But you don't need to spend a lot of time in that. I just say keep on exploring topics for your exploration project. I'd like you to, gain a better, or you will gain a better understanding of these orientations, gain a better understanding of adult development theories and research, and then uncover through discussion the influence of traditional learning theories and orientations. We do have a discussion forum this week, and I do give you a heads up. The exploration project question is not due next Sunday, but the following Sunday. So we will discuss this in detail next week. Introduction. I'll click on these just so you see what's here. Introduction to the two different topics. One is on the traditional learning theories. By the way, this used to be a chapter in the book in the previous edition. It is not anymore. It's embedded in there and the topics are discussed, but it is not. So I provide some additional information. Then we get into adult development. Here are the key points, and I really put the key points from chapters 11 and 12 are summarized in the PowerPoint presentation. Let me go back. I'll show you what else is here. The readings to do, there's a PowerPoint in here. You can take a look at that. The learning objectives for the week. Exploration projects, student exemplars, new library resource, etc. I'm going to click on this so you can see what actually is in here. So there's, I think some of you have already been there, but if you look over in the content area, there's exploration project examples and exemplars, which will give you an idea of what this project, the finished project, looks like. One point that I just was released, it was developed by the USM library, is they have a collection of Brightspace modules. So in effect, they've created a course on library resource, how do you search for material. So I'm going to click on that, and it will take you to this page. From this page, I'm going to open the course, and they consider this a course because you're not being graded on it. It just provides overview videos on subjects. Set up information literacy modules. First of all, not everybody is familiar with USM and the Humane System libraries. This is a general introduction. The research process, pre-research checklist. These are all excellent. I encourage you to take a look at this. A lot of time, effort, and probably expenses have been used to put this together. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that. So let me go back to our page here. Though you can see what Tim Lynch, who's a research librarian, he's assigned to all of the educational programs, the master's programs at USM. Just a wonderful resource. He gives you some information, an overview of what I just showed you. I'll go back. So we have the exemplars. We also have all the information from the library. And then put in an advanced organizer for week number 5. So here's the discussion questions. And while I'm right in here, I might as well make it visible. Please keep it simple. Pick one of these, or you can discuss both of them. It really has to do with which one you feel most comfortable with. I know one strategy students have used is they look at the discussion posts, questions, and then they go review the materials. That's an excellent approach, and I encourage you to use whatever method works best for you. And while I'm right in here, the materials are available. So that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here to help. And if you want to set up an individual Zoom, you want to talk on the phone, you want to email, you want to text, please contact me. I'm here to help. So I hope you have a great week number 4, and I'll see everybody online.